Well, now it consumes and assumes that I'm live. Great. Much to do, such little time to do it. Yeah, I'm live like everywhere. Remember, people, subscribing is appreciated but not required. Why do I point this out? Well, you're on Twitch. Good luck with the ads. I'm gonna be realistic with this. Because, let's just face it. Wait, what else does he have for me? Ooh, a client. What kind of client? Why is it dark? Oh no. Come on, man. Don't crash on me. Had to double check. OBS, it's bugging out. Wait, hello there, Raven. How you doing, buddy? I'm not just here on Twitch, I'm also on Kick, Facebook, YouTube. I'm not on Glimish, because it's a joke. Glimish is a joke. Why, hello there, devil. Kick is better anyways. Kick is where the cool cats stay. Okay, where do I gotta go for this mission? I know, right? Relax and chill for a few days? Real thing about Kick that's funny though, it's a carbon copy of Twitch. And ran by a company that does gambling. And backed by one of the top streamers on Twitch. So, they got the money, they got the funding, they have the capability. And anybody that subscribes, well, it's a 95% cut to the streamer. Oh, and it gets better. One of our regiment friends hopped from being a Twitch partner to a partner on Kick. He broke the record at 6,000 subscribers. Hey, Christina, how you doing? 95% at every subscriber being at $5, right? Gotta do some math here. Okay, that's $4.75, of course. The delay on Kick is not bad. It's actually quite bearable. Alright, so taking a look here. This guy made, from our regiment team, $28,500 within the last month. And there's people all over Twitter that are sitting there randomly gifting out hundreds of subscribers. Wait, what? Getting ready for a meeting at with your school? Not gonna be pretty. What happened? What'd you do? What did they do to you? 28,600, that's a lot of money. Believe me, I had to pull out a calculator for that. Well, Raven. Wow! Savage! Alright. I got it as a pre-order bonus, if I remember correctly. Well, Christy, nah. As you know, I moved bases. I'm no longer on Rammstein. And the new base I'm at is a full-time position, so I got 40 hours a week. And the last week and a half has been a complete burnout for my brain. Because I got a whole bunch of work that I still need to do for something that's going on in the next few months. I have to coordinate for a taste testing thing between 7 vendors, and that, it's a brain fry. I've never done anything like that before, so it's new to me. Your brain burnout? Not possible. Oh, apparently one of my coworkers sat there and bragged, saying that I'm a professional at setting up events. Are you on a consistent schedule? No, I'm not. So I had Thursday and Friday off. I had to work this weekend. I got the pay and a half for working on the holiday. I got yesterday and today off. And I get to work the next 8 days in a row. Druid? No. Anything but. I ain't no druid. I'm more like a mage in disguise. My wife started playing this and she got, she ubooed. Droid? I wish. I misread that. My mistake. My mistake. Oh yeah, the wife, she ubooed. He made the mistake of setting up her glamour. That didn't work out. The music for this mount sounds like something from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. That's the same thing. I know, right? Oh. So if anybody's ever watched the new Mario movie, please, for the love of all God, holy sanctity, and my own sanity, please don't spoil it for me. I want to see it. I think it's somewhat a challenge. I'm thinking more along the lines of it, not really a punishment, but more along the lines of a test to see if we're actually working, because the people that ended up getting hit with this task were the 3 supervisors that worked the evening shift, and myself being one of them. I want to see the new Mario movie and Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, no spoiler, please. Spoiler alert, Mario. Yeah, he cleans some pipes. Oh God, you're horrible. Apparently, they already have everything getting in ready for the Mario movie too. That's what I hear. Yes! I got to watch in the original movie that they did up for Dungeons and Dragons. That was amazing. I'm gonna start getting into Dungeons and Dragons game. Honestly, I wish they could do a sequel to World of Warcraft live at. Yes! Definitely, I would love to see a sequel to World of Warcraft. But you know, it's kind of hard to do. Whenever the Sir Knight ends up becoming Ragnar Lothbrok. All right. Oh, I gotta talk to the ferryman. Yeah. Apparently, I'm supposed to take a boat there. But there ain't nobody here to give me the freaking ride. What do you want me to do? Fly there? I'll do it. I just got asked again why my name was, why I named my dude. Oh my. You know what? You're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In my mind, you will always be Prior. It was a toss-up, really, because I didn't know if I wanted to play this today or if I wanted to play the original Super Mario Brothers or the new Super Mario Brothers on the Switch. I don't know what brings in viewers. That is a big Mog. Oh, that's right. King Mog is supposed to return. Uh-oh. Well, believe it or not, there was, in fact, created for some and a lot of people's enjoyment, a Dungeons and Dragons MMORPG. And I got to playing it quite a bit back in the past. Are you kidding me? Wish I would have known this in the first place. I would have just said, hey, let's do this. And yes, that is a blue chocobo. I liked it. Oh my. Oh, those are high level. Let's do this. I thought you liked doing them. RP. That's it. Where's my Gusha Greens? Hello, big boy. Oh, we're getting bashed from both sides. That's a first. Behold the power of a destructive man. That Mog level 50 is weak. Seriously, what Mog takes that much of a beating? Whoa. Wait a minute. Why am I doing 90? I shouldn't be doing 120 FPS on a game that's actually just a plain old MMO. You know? That's a lot of resources that, hello. Finish him. Oh. Are you serious? These little itty bitty things are causing havoc for this little itty bitty thing. Yeah, but I don't need to be doing 120 FPS on my PC for a game that can run really great on 30 to 60. On top of that, it keeps the power voltage and everything else down. I need to keep it low because if I don't, then I'm going to have problems. And one of the biggest problems I'll end up with is overheating for the T-junction. I got one of the flawed AMD graphics cards. I did order a liquid cooler, which was supposed to arrive 2 weeks ago, but they inevitably put a delay on it. Yeah, but this is just ridiculous, the kind of delay that they put on mine. Turned it like 5 days to like 10 weeks. Yeah. Companies that end up buying them for resale are reselling them for like double the price. I'm not happy. Now, technically, I can send my graphics card into them and get a free liquid cooler. Never had a 4090. I had a 3090. I have that sitting to the side for machine learning at the moment. So while I'm busy learning my stuff for my Security Plus and getting certified, the 3090 is in a separate computer so that I can try some things. And started resonating and working with ChatGPT to create my own chatbot, my own AI. Thing is, I already have a made by AMD graphics card. But I'm catching what you're chucking. Yeah, but they wouldn't send me a new AMD graphics card. They did sit there and send me back my 3090 and go, thanks for your interest in this, and this, but yeah, we're not interested in the competition. Nuisances. If I sent my AMD graphics card to Alpha Cool, I'd probably get it back in a few months, hopefully with the liquid cooler freely attached to it. And I'd be stuck with a 3090. And you know how difficult it is to get all that stuff in order for all that stuff? I mean, seriously, the work that I had to put into getting this card working was insane. Now, technically, I could RMA it, but that would mean I would have to send it to Sapphire. And hopefully, well, Sapphire isn't very friendly whenever it comes down to such things. In fact, they're the quite opposite. I got a lot of work to do. I'm poisoned. So Sapphire is a third party that does things for video cards for AMD exclusively. And they are very popular for being literally fully exclusive to AMD. But they're also favored and also famous for having the worst customer service experience ever. Something I really like about this made by AMD though is it only uses 2 power connections. Sorry. That's it. Time to really amp it up. I thought you would. It consists of killing off Muggles. Or Mog. Whatever they are. Oh great, it's immune. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd be satisfied killing Mogs. What? Did I miss something here? This Mog is nuts. I'll wait until there's half health and then I'll start nuking it. Such an elegant technique. Is at half, so limit break time. Waiting for everyone to yell at me on the thingamajig. I know the limit break, whenever you level it up all the way, You can do an insane amount of attack. Kill you fat boy. Go back to hell. Always tip your waiter. Mog sword. I can't use it. Oh, I would love that. Oh, the coffer. I'm gonna read them both. I'm gonna wait for these weenies to leave. Oh. Did I get anything out of that? He got the Exodus? I wanted it. I didn't get jack squat out of that. That's no fair. That fool got it first? Oh, I'm so pissed. I know I'm still in my 50s, but still. That was pride. That was messed up. I want to join it again. I wanted that monster sword because I would have used it with a dark. Okie dokie. I would have created a Dark Knight just for that. That's kind of cool. I forgot I can teleport while still on my chocobo. Working my way up to Heavenly Sword. Already one tank? Okie dokie. I made somebody cry because I told him. Follow for follows for weenies. How do they do that? I want my goodies. Stunned you. That was obnoxiously quick. Want some goodies for doing my job on here. What? I died. You're done, son. Come on, give me at least something out of this. Welcome back. Yes! I got the Moogle coffer! I don't know what it is. Magpun coffer. Level 53. That got a weapon for level 75. Let's see what I get, what I get, what I get, what I get, what I get. A Mog Fork. Wait, what is a Mog Fork? Dude! It's awesome! I love it. I love it. I'm happy. And it extends. That is cool. And it makes Mog sounds. Cool. I would have gotten the Mog tomb. I would have given that to the wife. But look at it. It extends like. That's cool. I gotta upload this to the Discord. This one. There we go. Deep Dungeon Free Games, Eureka Group, Ultimate Cast, Static Savage. Random Screens. Best pork ever. I got the best weapon ever. Aw. I can make them dance. Really watch, I can get them to dance. Hehehe. Oh, and it's a two-person mount, so if I have anybody in my party, I can allow them to sit on the mount with me. Anyways. When will I do more Harry Potter? Probably do it next Friday whenever I have the time off. Not this coming Friday, or Thursday or Friday, but next weekend. Yeah, it's that much of a brain fry, that's how... Ask my coworkers if they know anything about... What? Oh, that's fake. You withdrawal $360 from Coinbase. I don't have Coinbase. Haha! Joke's on you. Oh, Christy, they threatened to reboot Harry Potter with a new cast if the current cast wouldn't come back for an episode 9. Yeah. That's what Christina says over on Facebook. Doing a Harry Potter TV series. See how long that hits until the cancel culture turns around and starts thinking that it's stupid or ignorant. It wasn't good enough. Daniel Radcliffe refused to reunite with Harry Potter co-star Emma Watson for a $126 million movie. Dude, for that much money I would have done it. What the heck? Yeah, but the cancel culture is sitting there going, no, the guy, the lady that does this stuff for the Harry Potter and wrote the book, she's a transphobe because she says real women have menstrual cycles. Wow! Shut up. We're gonna cancel all the Harry Potter stuff, including things she's not related to. The new game is out, and oh my god. We're gonna cancel the game. We're gonna cancel the game by not buying it, and we're gonna cause a mess. Even though the Harry Potter creator woman, she has no relation or connection to the game. We're gonna cancel it and hurt her money income. Shit, people cry too bloody much about the bloody things. They need to shut their freaking pie holes and quit crying about it. Yeah, who cares if someone pleads? If they feel it. Look, they're sitting there talking about trans rights, and the funny thing is, trans people are people. They're human. And the funny thing, just because they're human, they have rights. It's no different than other people. And people think that it's all sorts of different. No, there's no difference. Just by existing, you have rights. Good God. How mental do people have to become nowadays? Did you hear that they're going to start splitting up the women's basketball teams now? Did you hear about the man that had the transgender man who became female, right? He knocked this person knocked the living shit out of a woman. My guess is he did it just so he could beat the shit on women. That's fucking wrong. And everybody knows it. I'm against that shite. Oh, you know what's funny, right? This whole cancel culture, they gotta have to learn something vaguely new. That as soon as my generation's up and gone, theirs are following after. And here's why. See? Who the heck's gonna be sitting there making their hamburgers now, eh? Whenever they want to go to McDonald's. It sure as heck ain't gonna be them. Nor is it gonna be their children. They're gonna follow in their footsteps and go, oh, but mommy, daddy, I want to make $20 an hour too. I just got out of high school. Ah, then work your way up into a career that pays it. Haha. Our world is just sensitive, but at the same time, they don't know how to respect each other. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. But here's the thing, Christina, remember whenever we were going to high school? You remember the problem that we had? Wasn't similar to that. It was a whole different fucking ball of wax, right? You remember? A whole walkout. That happened not once, but twice. And during the second walkout, I remember Mr. Palmer did up a test for that day for anybody that helped plan it out and said it was 99% of their grade. Robots, McDonald's already have restaurants and fully automated. Oh, yeah. Who's going to do maintenance on those robots? Ain't gonna be the lazy boyos that are sitting there going, oh my, will pay me a little bit more. Not teenagers. Oh, you got that right. Well, this current generation scares me a little bit with their IT knowledge. There's one guy. All right, so I got Raven, you remember, I sent you a message on this. I got messaged by some random on Discord, and I thought to myself, this person is going to try to beg me for fucking cash. They're going to beg me for money or something or want something. Nah, I found out what they wanted. Because I contacted their lead. Found out that the person accidentally clicked on a phishing or man-in-the-middle based attack. And lost their PayPal, lost their Twitch account, lost their Twitter account. Lost their YouTube channel, everything. All of it to this one weenie. And he was blackmailing this guy who is live on Twitch for his content and her channel back for money. Or for at least for items for Valorant. Seriously. Good luck with that one. But y'all love it whenever I end up losing my nerve that they're popping out with a Irish accent. Our world is just sensitive at the same time. They don't know how to they don't know respect either. That's a fact. That is a dedicated fact. They're focused too much primarily on how they want, how they feel, and how they want it their way. Like, oh, I've done so much for everybody else. It's time for the world to owe me everything. Dude. Some of these sensitive kids, they weenies, they'll never get it. For me, you get the respect you show, so if I disrespect you, then maybe you should look how you're treating others. True that. That's a fact. Yeah, but I got a huge problem, bud. Took me many years to learn the art of not giving a fuck. Many years of the adulterated mindset of not give a fuck. See, there's a specialty behind this not give a fuck, right? Y'all ready for this? Oh, I don't care. If somebody came up to me and told me that they were a horse and wished to be addressed as a steer, I would have looked at him and said, well, buddy, then you are glue. Blue. Yes, you will either address me as or how about you do that again and we see how well you can do it after the fact. Girl, don't owe you shit. I'm that bad. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to offend a lot of people here, regardless of the platform they're watching from. I love you guys. Really, I do. But for the love of God, please. I hope none of y'all end up becoming or getting transformed into any of these sensitive little snowflakes. Because I could tell you the world's just flipping inside out with whoever released the opened the zoo to these things and let them out of their cage. Oh my God. Oh, how you treat me, lol. I give two shits, but how you treat others and other people I care about, I do and always will. Dude, Pryor, I'm gonna keep calling you Pryor whether you like it or not. All right, Raven. I got nothing but respect for you. You'll always be a friend. I will never have anything personal against you. I never have anything personal against anybody else. Never have and never will. But you know what? There are certain times whenever some people end up getting overly sensitive and offended, and they want their opinion to matter the most. I know, right? I got nothing against transgenders, nothing whatsoever. But whenever a transgender sits there and tries to tell somebody who was born of that gender what it's like to be that gender, that's whenever that person ends up losing a lot of respect very quickly. I've been watching some of these videos of weird situations, and a lot of them end up being conflicts. And I'll admit, I find them amusing as all hell sometimes. Sometimes. And yes, the most recent controversial video I've seen so far is this dude that was transgendered into female and had the balls to sit there and tell a woman born as a woman who is born and is and went through all the shit as a woman all their life, what it's like and what it is to be a woman. And yet they themselves cannot act in the manner some people literally go off of stereotypes. Yeah, I'm going to be trans for myself, not for anyone else. And that's perfectly respectable. There's nothing wrong with that. Never have said that there was, never will be. Like I said, I got respect for you, bud. But one thing is for sure. Please, for the love of God, if I say something that offends, it's nothing personal, nothing towards you. Nothing towards you believes or wants and feels like that. Because believe it or not, I did tell someone that you can put makeup on a pig. Call it Barbara Streisand, but it's still a pig. Wait a minute, where am I supposed to go for this? Oh, here. I had a friend once that I had a lot of respect for. The man literally was bisexual. He swung both ways. And he had the uncommon indecency to sit there and tell me that the government should pay for everything. That the insurance company should pay for everything for a person to go through those procedures. The man literally jumped off of my friends list and told me I'm not even worth his time. I told him, no, this is not how it works. If a person wants to go through physical alteration, it's their choice. It should come out of their pocket. If they want backup, there are ways to go through with that. There you go. Hello, Wolf Assassin? Mr. Wolf Assassin, I'm here to play games with you. Please, Mr. Wolf Assassin. They won't cover most of the important surgery, though. The outward visual, they say it's cosmetic. Exactly. Ouch. Well, yeah, the upper surgery is cosmetic because take it to some women who get those kind of surgeries that end up getting a reduction, which I know someone who did get a reduction for their personal needs because it was a health issue. Then there's some that end up getting enlargements because they think it's a big thing. They think it's makes them look more feminine and more interesting in their own eyes, which, you know, to each their own. There's a tech woman on YouTube. She in her culture, she was actually, her and her family were only allowed to have, well, her family was only allowed to have 2 children. I said that the male would have to take care of the rest of the family. So she was brought up to be the boy of the family and hidden most of the time. It wasn't until the adaptation of general society that she was able to be herself. So she has enlargements installed at the biggest size that is currently available on the market. Mind you, she's Asian. And something of this thing, it looks so unnatural. But at the same time, it's her opinion, her choice. Because she likes the visual aspect of it. Anyways, I'm getting really weird with this. So enlargement, yeah, that's cosmetic, but there's also medical reasons of it being covered. Well, here's the thing, though, dude. There's some women who are flat-chested. And they're perfectly fine with that. Plus, on top of that, I think the general requirement for replacing of those implants, I think it's something like 5 to 10 years, if I remember correctly. Dude, there's even food to help with that. You eat enough soy, you end up... Any man that ends up eating enough soy, they're gonna end up growing. Now my wife is sitting here laughing at me, telling me that I'm full of it. Medical and scientific fact. Don't hate on me for that, please, for the love of God. I don't need ethers, I'm not a magic folk. Hey, did you see my microprocessor that arrived? I got it right here. Here, Mac. Grab me some Pepsi. One time I asked somebody what they would think of me if I ended up getting implants. Yeah, never gonna fucking happen. Their immediate responses, they would start groping and touching and having their fun. Yeah, that's just my opinion. That's kind of funny, cool, and creepy all at the same time. Anyways, yeah. Hear about the kid that has a baby face? He told his community that he would actually go through with the procedure if somebody would pay for it. Somebody actually paid for it. The whole money just to have him have implants. And he decided against it. Now, I don't know why we got into this weird ass conversation. I lost track of everything. I started a GoFundMe that I needed to restart it. Well, it's a Harry Potter's fault that where it started the conversation of, yeah. Harry Potter. He's no longer known as Spider Pig anymore. He's now Harry Plorker. That is one very large frog. Hey, pooper. Really remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who asked it. Blah 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 blah. You bore witness to the audience of his sanction. Did you not? Acted only in self-defense. Yeah, but you know what? I'll never be famous on this channel or platform. My time has come and gone whenever it came down to that. Nobody wants a 35-year-old man to be popular on any platform anymore, regardless of their skills and capabilities. I'm too much of a sarcastic asshole. You have to watch the videos like this and eat it up. I don't know. I look so funny flying on this thing. I know, right? I've given up on the whole let's try to get famous thing. Found the best way to be able to create content that would actually get me famous or anywhere is to make YouTube videos. And I found out after watching the newest video I saw today that apparently I'm starting no differently than another famous YouTuber. I started doing videos for Will It Play using handheld and integrated graphics based devices. There's an actual famous YouTuber that did the same freaking thing. I watched a video on it because they were sitting there talking about how they had over 700 videos showing gameplay footage and how well they played on these handheld or integrated Intel graphic devices. Yeah, but my numbers have started to randomly just explode. And since I went full-time with this new job, I haven't had time not really, to be able to do up any videos, or less do any edits. But I now have tools to help in do my video editing faster. And even more so, increase the quality. There you go. Developer builds a cluster of 9 Raspberry Pi Pico boards. Use an RP2040 powered microcontrollers. It's amazing how much computing power developers have been able to squeeze out of them. The RP2040 chips, which runs at 133 megahertz, comes with 256K of SRAM, and has been used from everything from a handheld game console to a web server to plant monitoring system. And of course, you can play Doom on it. Yeah, you can play Doom on it. UK developer Derek Woodruff, who runs a site and Twitter account called Extreme Electronics, has built a way to combine 9 different Raspberry Pi Picos into a distributed computing cluster on Twitter. He posted a video of the cluster performing Mandelbrot calculations and outputting an actual fractal image to a 240 by 320 display using an I2C connection. Some issues with misspelling data, still I suspect race condition. Details on the get. And here I plan on using my Raspberry Pi Pico that I have sitting here to the side. I actually bought one. I have a Raspberry Pi Pico. This thing is amusing. Amazing. And the microcontroller, it's people have been using these things now to even fix their Nintendo Wii U. Hey, love, whenever you reach level 50, I got a quest that you will absolutely love. You get to kill a King Moogle. It's a huge nuisance, but whenever you get to see the weapon I got from it, after playing it 2 or 3 times, you might get a giggle. Wait, what am I gonna do for this one? The king lives. I'm trying to get to Heavenly Sword. Taru. Hey, Raven. One thing I thought was impressive is they actually added ray tracing capabilities to the Steam Deck. So you know that the Strangers of Paradise Origin of Final Fantasy has been out on Steam now. I ended up getting it on Steam. Okay, so I tried it out on the Steam Deck. It won't even boot. I thought, okay, maybe it's just software issue, hardware issue. So I installed it on the INEO 2021 Pro. Weaker than the Steam Deck, right? And it works. Slow. Still runs at 30 FPS, which is not a problem whatsoever. But it works. So I thought, you know what? Let's try something else. So I installed it on the GPD-Win 3. That runs an Intel 1165 G7 with Windows CE. No. Intel XE graphics. Shouldn't be any very powerful. No, it runs. Plays the game at around 45 frames per second. No issues. All on low. Alright. INEO 2. AMD 6800U. 780M graphics. RDNA 2.0. Game runs on medium. 60 FPS. Same freaking hardware. Slightly more powerful than the Steam Deck. Running Windows. And it runs. Ina, thank you for that reaction. But why doesn't it work on the Steam Deck? Something of the same kind of hardware. And it don't work. Hilfen. Ah, der Blob. Hey, I just saw your reaction and on Facebook, and I'm like, ah, wait a minute, this person looks familiar. Then I see it's all in German and Kaiserslautern, and I'm like, ah, der Blob, yippee! Same here, but only streaming for so many times. Oh, did I tell you? You've probably seen it on my personal Facebook page, haven't you? Do I have you on my personal Facebook? I don't remember. No, I don't. Okay, so I am no longer over at Rammstein anymore. I got promoted and sent to another... I'm now working on another base. Ich bin auf Baumholder. Wir arbeiten mit der Army Air Force Exchange Service. Und... ich bin keine Chefe oder ich bin ein Chef. Chef. I'm a supervisor. Ich bin arbeiten 40 Stunden pro Woche. Und vielen Dank. Yeah, I got promoted and got sent up to Baumholder, so it's nice. First time hearing you speak German. I know enough to get in trouble, out of trouble, and get around. And I use it sometimes at work to help out with certain customers that we get that are local, national. And recently I've been using it a lot more often because we have some not so local nationals on the base that I'm working at. English not so good, but their German's pretty decent. Which is unusually weird because their language, their native language, home language it sounds a lot like French, with the accent, with a mix of Russian. But they're not Russian. Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore more about that stuff. Yeah. Believe it or not, in the early years of my Twitch channel, I was actually speaking some basic German for a short time, mixing it in with English, and a little bit afterwards, there's quite a bit of the German community that ended up having to hop onto my Twitch channel after they found out that I could speak German also, and I got connected with Tryon Worlds, and that made for a really, really, really interesting situation. Ich bin in Deutschland vor fast 12 Jahren. I know that. I was forced to speak English at work. Before that, I was always too shy because I was afraid to make mistakes. I know I'm making mistakes in things that I say. Even with the word for it. Chromatic. I think it's a chromatic. How things are said, and in what order. And I'm thankful for those that actually do help me out with learning and how to say things properly. Even though I did go to this Dalen Universiteit at the Alster. Grammatic, that's it. I did go to the Alster and the Dalen Universiteit. I did that for the basic Deutsch course. Oh God. Sorry, I had to post some links there in my Twitch account, Raven. I had my meeting. The communication department has now changed their public speaking curriculum. Oh, nice. Very nice. I didn't know any rules in German and English. I just know what sounds right. I would second that, but there's just some terms that are pronounced differently, very, 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 very differently. I mean, if I try to say something from English to German and I don't know the word, and I try to well, play on that word, I'm gonna sound like a fool. I already know that I've had a few coworkers laugh at me because I did exactly that, and I found out their meaning by playing with said words. has a very interesting mix to it. Hey. Yeah, some that would get me in trouble. If I ended up using them on a regular basis. Maybe even slapped around a few times. Oh wow, look at that. Like I said. Yeah. Not looking at getting smacked. The professor got fired also. Oh, wow. Well, that'll teach him a lesson about doing whatever they did. Aha. But you know what I think is funny, though? I'll tell you. There's this woman in the Kaiserslautern area. There's a group on Facebook, blah blah blah, and it's the KMC Rammstein spouses page and stuff like that. This woman came out online. She was at the local Globus over in Kaiserslautern. She ate in the food court, and apparently putting her food on the tray was an option, but she couldn't throw away her garbage, so she put her garbage on the tray. And this woman was sitting there yelling at her in German. And her only response is, "I don't understand what you're saying. You know, can you tell me what you're saying in English?" And the woman, clearly, employee, was sitting there speaking to her and started yelling at her even louder in German the same words. She's like, "Why did Germans have to be so rude?" And I was like, "No, she's telling you to do something. If you're smart enough and you can figure out what it is that she's trying to tell you, then maybe using common sense and doing something about it." Well, I needed her to come over and show me what to do. I'm like, you don't need someone to show you how to take something that fits in the garbage and throw it in the fucking garbage. Basically, from what I can deduct, and using normal common sense, this woman was yelling at her at the Globus to take her garbage and throw it in the freaking garbage. And not throw it on top of a tray stack of things that need to be cleaned. I mean, it's just... I'd like to go to my friend's house and take my boots that are all dirt and muddy and throw it right on the top of their couch. I'll let them yell at me in Spanish, but I won't understand. I will tell them again in English what I want them to do for me. Sensitive people. Ooh, fire, wind, water, or other way. Fire, water, wind. There we go. Ooh, is this the part where I get to go to a different country? Yeah, Ina, I tell people, if Twitch has too many ads, always go to the alternative platforms. Whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or even Kick. I try to help and enforce that because, as I see it, some of the ads that they got are a bit obsessive and too much. Found you. Yeah, when it comes to Twitch, they've gotten really greedy. So their idea is we're all in it together. If ads are to be shown, the payout is 50-50. The sponsorships are something like they take 75%, you get 25%, which is stupid because a sponsorship is supposed to be paying the streamer, not a content creator. Twitch being now currently an Amazon-owned company, it shouldn't be a thing where they take all this money off of the people who are making the platform what it is. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're just sucking it dry for those of us that are part of the platform. So there's platforms such as Kick, for example. I ain't gonna take that. I'm gonna decline on it. There's no. But you know what? That's Twitch's way of trying to force people into paying for a subscription, whether it be Turbo if you're in the European region, or for a subscription to the live stream, to the streamer's channel. They try to force it on you. I don't want to force that on anybody. I'm all for people being able to donate and subscribe at their own free will. Yes. But not as a force for a person to, you know, get around having to enjoy the content if they don't want to pay for it. So I always offer the option and the availability to other platforms. It's just, I'm 100% against Twitch's really unusual... This looks dangerous! Wheelie ways. I know, leave it to me to sit there and see this big huge ball of red beautifulness and go, oh, that looks dangerous. Let's see if we can go inside. By the way, you need to finish this raid questline in order to progress to the main story at some point. Raid? There's a raid questline? Okay, that I've already done. But I got it because why not? Legacy of Alrag? I'm still on the main story, which is the main waters. And they're gonna take me over to... from there to Orthrod. Or no. Yeah. Orthrod. Ooh! Sandworm. Way... Anyways. Da-da-da-da-da. You may fly no further. Tell me I can't fly any further. Ah! Joke's on you. I'm doing most of this voluntarily so I can get the raids available. I think the raids are freaking amazing. Don't mind what's happening, Val. Your company is getting rid of the inactives. Uh-oh. My secondary I made on another server has one of those carbuncles. Wait, where am I supposed to go now? This is a stronghold? Okay. Teleport. I got so far with my secondary character, and then I was like, you know what? Wife's gonna join me at some point where I'm playing on my main instead of having to redo this. And then the fact that I got friends on this server, some more weirder than others. Oh, I got to talking to what's his name the other day? He seems to be doing pretty good with himself. Forgive me, I forgot his name already. Jedzilla, there we go. Jed. Go figure, I renewed my subscription to the game and I didn't realize that I got it all the way up to like August. He's doing pretty good for himself. He's still chugging along. I know that doesn't say much, because we're talking about Jed. There's a giant crystal over here that's really cool. Have I been here before? Oh, it's not possible. They're all level 49. I'm level 50. Hey, Robbie, doing well. Yourself? Just chilling like a villain, enjoying myself some Final Fantasy. Everything's running off my AMD 7900 XTX. The stream's ran by it. Makes my NVIDIA card that I had previously look like a joke. I'm doing wonderful. Oh, all about personal preference. Oh, I remember. We were talking about the whole AMD stuff because I was running everything off of my GPU. I still am, mind you. I just chose to start streaming at 720p this time. Ooh, I did get to test something, Robbie, on Twitch today, and Kick, and YouTube, and Facebook. Oh, I haven't had any troubles or crashes since the new driver. The new driver that I have installed from AMD for this month is amazing. If anything, I've gotten an extra 10 frames per second of performance. And a whole lot less TDP use out of it too. So it's much more lower on idles. Yeah, the 4123's update has just been phenomenal. The only time I see crashes though is whenever I play PUBG in DirectX 11. But it's PUBG. Oh. Nice references. Totally worth it, including since you got everything set up here within the European Union. And the fact that it's actually getting cheaper again. Even the reference models ended up dropping. Some of the reference GPUs dropped down to like $900 to almost $800 or euro. It says I can fly no higher, but I think it's saying I could fly more. The Radeon XTX Gaming Trio. I think that's the Asus brand. Wait, what? Okay, there's a Disney Plus, okay. By AMSI. That's not bad. Yep. MSI is actually a good brand. MSI, Power Cooler, and Asus are the top three. Sapphire is really good, but they're primarily all core. They're from AMD. But nothing wrong with that because Sapphire is a good price, it's just that they're expensive. Only because they are direct from AMD. All their hardware is direct, and they are the numero uno for AMD hardware. Just like how, forgot another company that used to be NVIDIA exclusive. That looks cool, it's a shame it isn't daylight where I can see it. Can I fly to it? Which one would you take of all three? Asus, MSI, or Sapphire? So, Sapphire has the worst customer service in the world. If you ever have a problem. MSI has the best customer service and a good quality for hardware. Asus has the highest quality and a hardware all together. So it's actually a toss-up between the three. if I was to actually jump the gun, if I didn't already get the one that I did now directly from AMD, I would have definitely gone for the Asus. The word of caution, I would avoid Gigabyte like it was the plague. Like I said earlier, you know, that's pretty much how Twitch gets people. They force people to buy and subscribe into the services. They make their streamers look and feel like they're really getting a good deal out of it. But since other platforms give a better cut, and in some cases even give better incentive to their platform, it's just Twitch just, it's a hit and miss between content creators. One day we gotta get on Team Viewer together. I need organizing on my computer. Oh god. I like that AMD is good on the Battlefield and COD. I play both of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's one mount that I do want to get on here, Ina, that you really can't find anymore now that they have it a exclusive. And that's the... Actually, I want to get two of them. One of them's the Rathian from the crossplay from Monster Hunter, and the other one is the what was the name of it? It's the car from Final Fantasy 15. Raven here is on kick, just laughing his ass off with all the insanity. And here, people wonder why I'm so random at times. I sound like a guy with a really bad case of ADHD. Yeah, the XTX is a beautiful card. I would just love it. I play that, yeah, with COD, I actually play that religiously. I'm already 450, level 450 on that. And I play everything on 4K, so there's that. FSR 3.0 is going to have frame generation capabilities, from what I understand.
Now then.
And the current hardware is capable of doing that with a specific kind of driver.
The situation,
but I think they've integrated it now with the newer drivers. I can totally do that for you, Christy, but there's another thing we can also do. I have a set of tools that'll also help you out with that hardware problem, software problem.
Remain watchful.
Yeah, you know, the car is amazing.
Another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore
Robbie, if you could,
fairness,
if you want to get something that's high-end for a good price,
be she damsel or
AMD
devil,
at 7900 XTX is the way to go. Because there are some games that it actually beats the 4090.
Thou shalt not find me amenable.
There's some games where it actually beats the 4090. And with those cards being as they are, triple power connecting base, you can push those things pretty high. I think somebody actually pushed a 7900 XTX to around 800
Far across the
watts.
sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands.
I think whenever
Who
one
here
person
speaks
ended up pushing theirs for overclocking over to 1000 watts, it wasn't stable, but it ran. You do have severe ADHD, One of the many reasons I like watching you. No, I've got ADD. Remember, I had to take Ritalin since all the way up until the age of like 13, and then I had to cut it out because they told me it was turning into a version of speed for me. I could return it within 30 days if I want, so that's really good. Yeah, and the Asus model doesn't have the issue of overheating. And they're very nice for overclocking. They're very nice for keeping cool. Their liquid-cooled models are amazing. I'm still waiting for my liquid cooler for mine. It's taking its sweet time. They actually counted up to, what, 10 weeks now? I wonder how much it is now. Now that I think about it, let's see here. Alpha Cool Ice Wolf 2 AIO for RX 7900 XTX. Renew. 7 to 8 weeks. Currently out of stock. I did it with the 4090 and had it for 2 weeks, but it was overkill and the sound was so bad. I had to return it. I don't blame you. My only suggestion and best thing to tell you is don't complain and worry about... hold on. About fan whine. Fans will be whining whether you like it or not unless you have a huge case to confine all that sound. I mean, I got a big case. You can barely hear the fans running on it because they're all running off, most of them Noctua. Do you have much coil whine on your card, Trigger? Or is it okay? I don't hear nothing from my card. And I have an aggressive fan curve, but I'm also wearing earphones. Even with the earphones off, the only fans that I hear are from the case itself. But I have a large case. I have a Corsair 70 Delta 70D, which is a huge tempered glass case. All of it's tempered glass except for the bottom base, which is in fact aluminum. It's huge. It's big enough that I'm actually vertical. My GPU is vertical mounted. So that's not it. Was it 700D? No, it's definitely this. I actually have to look this up now. I don't even remember. Thermatake, that's it. I think my case has been discontinued though. I'll pop a link in there for you to take a look at what I got for a case. I have to find it now. Wow, some of the new cases that they have for mid-tower and micro chassis are really, they're taking the cake on weird. There's another case that I want to get because it's much more smaller, but the airflow is much better. Take it back, that's even better. Beautiful. The Core P8 tempered glass full tower chassis. Quad fans on the front, quad fans on the top, 3 fans on the back, 2 fans in the very back of it. That is airflow up the hoo-ha. Alright, it's probably better off if I just find it on Amazon or something. Who did I upset now? I got a notification. Oh, no one. Corners. Eine from de la Sächsisch Monat. Lenses. Here it is. Found it. I've had it since September 2019. Still, it's a good case. Makes you feel normal. Dude, that's amazing. Silver, gold, bronze. Okay. What was I doing now? Oh, going that way. Ah! Eclipse 500G, G500A. I want to find out. Take a gander. That's actually a good looking case. And the fact that you have the capability of vertical mount. That's got some good airflow. For mid tower, that's beautiful. Yeah, you and your ADD. What? Who said that? ADD? What ADD? MIRC? Not really. That's a great case. So one thing you want to do is have a positive flow of air, positive pressure on your case. So you want more air coming in than you need getting out. You're in the front, one on the back. Sure, hit me. Let's see what you got there, Raven. I'm never gonna get around the fact that you want me to call you Raven for future endeavors. Exactly. What that'll do is it'll create positive pressure, so you'll have more cool air come in. And of course, it'll have to force the hot air out one way. The Noctuas are amazing. They're the only heat sink company and cooling company that can make something that is comparable to liquid cooling. Believe it or not, with my Threadripper that I had beforehand, I used a Noctua heatsink, and it was comparable to one of the most top-end liquid coolers. Well, one thing is they have a lot of airflow coming from their fans. The cut on the fan blades are just right so that it actually pushes air a lot more, but at the same time that they don't have to use them at a very high speed. So there is no coil whine, and the fact that they're using brushless motors for everything across the board. They're silent, they're high powered, and they're absolutely phenomenal for airflow. See, what most people don't realize is the one thing that makes Noctua so great isn't the fact that they... a lot of people think, oh, they're always the silentest fans. They're always going to be silent. It's not. It's how their fans are built for their CPU coolers and all their fans. The brushless motors, they're set, they're proper. The magnets on them are just right. The cut on the fans blades are just right so that you get the maximum amount of airflow without having to have the situation of having the fan having to rev up so high. You know, you got these third-party companies sitting there making weird fans saying, oh, we got extra fins added in addition for extra airflow to bring in more air. Cool things off, yeah! And Noctua's like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. How about you just make a fan that works scientifically, physically, and just do it. Oh, it's not only that, their CPU coolers. Not only the CPU coolers, but the fans that they make for their cases are amazing too. If they had any that were controllable via RGB, I would definitely jump on them and replace every fan in my case with a Noctua RGB. But the color scheme that they have is just so freaking ugly. They do have RGB fans. Interesting. No, they don't. What was that? Dino! Thank you for the follow, bud. Did Mr. Insane tell you that I was streaming on Twitch? Suck. Bite me. I know today's the last day for all the things on COD, but still, man. No, oh. Of course, you're on my Discord. I forgot about that part. Actually, what? I used to have Insane on my Facebook page. I set him up as a moderator for my Facebook streams. And because of him, I almost got permanently banned on Facebook. Alright, let's see if I can do this without blowing my face out of proportion. I want to see black metal, though. Now, let's see if I can do this without destroying... Ah! There we go. Face to a name in an unusual situation. Hello, I'm Trigger.
And I never felt so good being me.
Hello there, I'm Friendly the Squirrel.
Anyways. It won't let me post links, so I sent it to your Discord. Just a bit privacy. Oh. Alright, so this is Final Fantasy 14 day now. I should do a drunk stream next week. Yeah! And the funny thing is, Dino, only you and Mr. Insane have actually heard and seen me whenever I'm smashed. How many people have I upset on a daily basis? I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Destiny 2 is pretty cool. Hey, I can't do the Shaggy voice no more. I tried to do it the other day at work because somebody said I look like Matthew Lillard. So I tried it and I screwed it so far out of proportion. Just can't do the voice anymore, and it really hurts my throat whenever I do. Civilization 6 pretty good. Oh, ha ha. Yeah, back, bro. Watching Champions League coming back soon. Good luck with the game. And thank you for the help as always. No problem, bud. I know, but it really screws up my throat so hard. There was one day that I ended up calling out sick. It was so bad that in that morning I was actually coughing up blood. Okay, that's a bit too much information. But you get how bad that kind of is. It really screwed my throat out of proportion. Yeah. I do miss the days whenever I can do it. Hey, no problem, Robbie. You still look like him though, so I guess that's good enough. Yeah, that's true. Chat, follow the man with the myth. The not so legend Trigger. Haha, joking. Generally, whenever I get raided, you know, I got this thing here with the Go XL. I actually have a button set for raiders. Whenever I get raiders in, I go, "Good morning, raiders!" And then I have a music thing that plays in the background. It was epic. I think I lost all my music and sound right. Just say you're more of a modern Shaggy. That way you sound different. Look, I can still do the other voices. And like, for example, what was his name? He does Eggman. No, I cannot believe this. Oh, that wretched hedgehog. Dude, I wish. I think I would be a great voice actor on on cartoons. You know that? But that's like a personal opinion. What's wrong, Eggman? Time for some good old chili dogs. Okay, so if the person I mod for ever does a Twitter stream, I'll get her to raid you. So she has like over 1,000. Last time I checked, American as well. Oh, that's nice. She's on Facebook mostly. Well, I stream on Facebook. You know, I stream on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube all simultaneously. So I'm everywhere. I used to be pretty big on Twitch. In fact, I had a partnership for about a year, and I ended up losing it due to conflict of interest with another content creator. I worked my way on back up to affiliate, put in my application for partnership again after I reached 100 and no, I reached about Raven. Was it like 150 or was it like 200 consecutive viewers for a whole month? I forgot. But it was a lot. It was during the time whenever we were doing the podcast for all the stuff dealing with streaming. Didn't get it, so I switched over to Hitbox. Got partnership over there real quick. Switched back over to Twitch because I have friends here. Mr. Insane being one of them. In fact, Insane was and always will be the centralized voice that if nobody can handle any of his jokes, they don't really need to belong into being in my channel. Because he will troll the living hell out of anybody that comes in here. Let's see. I ended up getting partnership on Mixer. That was amazing. That took me less than a month. And instead of switching over to Facebook and getting the partnership with that, with the contract, I took the buyout instead. Well, the next time she's asking who to raid, I'll get her to raid you. Maybe a co-stream. She's older than us, but she's no snowflake. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's just rich and beautiful. I like her already. I got somebody over on Kick right now who he trolled for a short time, and he had no problems. They were able to get along. But at the same time, the guy over at Kick, he has a friend that's similar to Mr. Insane, and this guy, he he wanted to sit there and try his way on me. See how well I could take being trolled. And lo and behold, he tried all he could, and he didn't do too well. I took it like a champ. They found that I wasn't no snowflake that sits there whining about everybody lollygagging about his hairstyle or the voices in his head. I'll message her, her link. You can check her out. She does story time on Sundays. Awesome. I'll try to check her out. Totally worth it. If you ever seen any of my Twitter, and I know some of y'all have, I offend too many people. Because I use fact to my advantage. Was it the merchant strip? The money. Adventurers Guild. Awesome. Well, you can hit me up on Discord, or heck, I think I got you even on Xbox, right? Dude, you said you're playing Destiny 2. How are you liking the new story? I gotta ask. And then the fact that they're completely changing how the light levels work. You know what? I'm going to set my character down right here. Next to this highly unusual character and one of the other one. If this works. Ah! You can sit on the chairs! Literally. Auditions at voices.com, the thing it is. Ah, okay. I know there is 2 other websites that I've checked out, Raven. And both of them are quite amazing. I've actually threw up my voice on there for people to look into, and I haven't had any bites. But I thank you for your hospitality and suggestions. I'll look into it more. I found out if you sit on a chair and you put in the command /sit, you actually sit in it properly. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's adult books like Brenda's Beaver Needs, a Barber, and honestly, I don't know. Only just started playing for the first time till Diablo comes out. Oh, that's right, it's a few more months. I went and pre-ordered the new Final Fantasy. That comes out in a few months. Ooh, and Legend of Zelda comes out next month. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna get a physical copy like I did with the original for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm definitely gonna live stream that. That's gonna be awesome. Awesome. Catwoman here has a thing for her own boobs. Look at that. She's looking straight down at them. That or the sword. Like, that's a long sword. Yeah, it's definitely the sword. She's looking at the sword. It'll be good to stream the new Diablo since we fresh out and bring people in. Hey Dino, you were playing with us last time we played Diablo, right? I was playing it on this. This is a micro gaming PC. It's now rated around $900. It runs an Intel i7 1168 65 G7 1165K G7, which is pretty nice, and it can play Diablo fairly well. The last time whenever I was playing with you and Mr. Insane, I was playing it on this. Which, you know, isn't as great and as powerful as this thing. But then again, this is not as popular as... And I gotta reach for this one. This these aren't normal game consoles. These are PCs. All of these run Windows except for that thing which runs Linux. This runs Windows 11. Has 2 terabytes of storage plus an additional 400 gigabytes of storage on the SD card, and it's a Windows PC. Yeah, I know it's on normal game consoles, but still. Think of it like this. Have you ever thought, maybe by some random chance or day, you're sitting in there in the doctor's office waiting an hour or two for, say, the missus or a family member, or for your doctor to finally come around with your colonoscopy report, and you just want to sit there and play Diablo. Of course, you know, you can play it remote play with one of these, but still, that thing. On a PS5 so bad, the Sony announced the Final Fantasy 16 will not be coming to PC. I know, right? of this month, Star Wars Survivor to tide over till Diablo 4 comes out. I'm playing this as long as I possibly can, which is going to be a long ass time. Oh, good. She disappeared. She left with her sword. I guess she went to play with it. Yeah, but I don't have the money for that. So I say it's bad till I have money, or when I don't even have a PC that has HDMI. I got a £5 fix for that. Accurate, £5 fix for that. Here's what you do, right? Get one of these. This is a Steam Deck. All right. There's a whole bunch of tutorials, and they're dirt cheap, right? These things, right? This is a Steam Deck. Dirt cheap. We're talking like what, 200 pounds, 200 quid, and then you get one of these cables. Goes into a USB C.0 C, made by Hama. Looks like shit. To an HDMI. Plug that into that. Plug it into your 4K TV. Have fun. You know, all the videos that I have on my YouTube channel has been using that cable. Oh, with the exception of this. And this is a docking station from Jocks, and it's like worth 20 quid. And it does everything. I just plug it into whatever device that I have for that connector, and it gives me an HDMI and a whole bunch of USB ports on the back. It's basically a PC, all of them. They're all computers. They're all built for gaming, specifically, only for gaming. Some people use them for other things. I know a few people that ended up buying one of these, and they ended up taking it to like E3 or whatnot, or Gamescom, and doing all their video editing and stuff like that, and throwing it up on YouTube with it. Okay, I'm being summoned. I already have the pre-order of the new Star Wars game. You know how much of a Star Wars fan I am, bouncing around like giddy schoolgirl to come out. I know, I got a little bit of cleaning to do. This should take me literally a few seconds. Anyways, guys, girls, people of all ages and all sorts, much love for y'all. I gotta bailing out. Oh, I actually posted it somewhere on here, and on there is my lead, my primary that I do it called Will It Play. There it is. Here, I'll just throw this up on here, Dino. Boom. If you look up for the YouTube, that channel, and you look up recommended plays, you'll find Will It Play. That's my secondary channel. That has all the extra stuff and nitty-gritties on it. That has my YouTube channel with all the stuff that I have done for these handhelds. And I still got a lot more content that I need to push out for it. And all of them, I've been using that cable, this docking station, and all 4 of these devices. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to head on out of here. You all have a great evening if you're on this side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, and good night. With that said, I am out of here. Thank you all for coming around. I will see you all next week. I'll try for a drunk stream on Thursday. Dino, if you're available not this Thursday, but next Thursday, we'll do a drunk stream playing Call of Duty or something. How's that sound? Nothing bad. New phone won't let me log in. Don't even have the phone number they want. Oh goodness. Later, fellas. Dude, you started doing that just as I'm putting up the ending thing, and everyone would have been able to see your feet all the way up to your head
So?
if I didn't switch it over.
I would have waved. Had you wait.
Good night, Ina, Christina. I'll chat with you later. And like I told Dino, maybe I'll do a drunk stream with him, playing Call of Duty or something. Plunder.